60s child. It's Friday. It's 5 to 5. It's Crackerjack. Yes, Crackerjack. First episode appeared in 1955 and it was actually at 5:15. Then it was 5 o'clock, but sometimes it was 5 to 5. The first shows were hosted by Eamon Andrews of This Is Your Life fame. And a young 26-year-old Ronnie Corbett helped keep the kids laughing. Jack Douglas of Carry On fame was the straight man to Joe Baker. In 1964, Leslie Krauser started presenting it, and all kids growing up in the 60s remember Peter Glaze. Peter started the show in 1960 and went on till 1978. In 1968, Michael Aspel took over presenting the show. Then in the 70s it was Ed Stewart, and in the 80s it was Stu Francis. Who could crush a grape? Crackerjack was a variety show for kids. And for whatever reason, when someone said Crackerjack, the kids in the audience went wild and shouted it back. The Crankies appeared on the show and their kids loved them. The show was fast moving, noisy and very slapstick. Who can forget Double or Drop? Where if you got a question right you got a prize, if you got it wrong you got a cabbage. The trick was to keep collecting everything and for God's sake don't drop it. There were lots of other games he played as well. These games involved near impossible tasks, but with its party-like atmosphere the kids loved it. The chap nearest to the camera on the right is no other than John Burko. You know this fella.
Order! Order!
Look at that face. Anyhow, Double or Drop was the main game. There were lots of prizes you could win, and everybody liked the pin badges that got handed out. But the most coveted prizes, just like the Blue Peter badge, was the Crackerjack pencils. Now I always thought it was pretty naff because it was just a pencil, but it was actually a very smart propelling pencil with Crackerjack on it. And these pencils now are highly sought after and are as rare as rocking horse manure. As the years progressed it became a pen for whatever reason, but a very smart pen all the same. Crackerjack also featured music from pop stars of the day, from groups like the Shadows to Pinky and Perky. There was ventriloquist galore and the now iconic Basil Brush, plenty of slapstick sketches, and I'm certain most of it wouldn't be PC now. Even a Doctor Who sketch with a real life Dalek. I know they're not really alive, but you know what I mean. And in the 70s Don and Pete did these sort of silent movie sketches. And at Christmas time you always got treated to a pantomime with famous guest stars. In this Aladdin pantomime, Pan's people from Top of the Pops made an appearance. I wonder what that coachload of Boy Scouts made of these girls. Whoa! Sadly, after entertaining children for 29 years, the show came to an end. No longer would the studio play host to screaming hordes of children. No more silly games to watch. No more comedy sketches, and no chance of ever winning one of these. Sadly, a lot of the 60s videotapes were destroyed to save money, so we'll never get to see them again. But fear not, 60s Child has got something special. I've got you a copy of the Crackerjack Annual from 1969. This annual is quite unusual. It had a little photo in the corner of every page, and when you flip the pages like a flip book, it produced an animation. And for your viewing pleasure, I've turned them into an animation and included them as well at the end of the video. Enjoy, and I'll see you later.